So what we discussed in the last lecture, guys?
We
Can
discussed about select commands.
we discuss about what command?
Select.
Select command,
Update command, sir.
update command also.
If
Yes.
you want that condition.
So we have discussed about the select, insert, update, delete. What about delete?
Yes.
Delete also we have seen. Okay. Okay. Let me talk about one more important concept. Let's try to understand that. So we are going to discuss about one more important concept. We called it as a primary key. Now, what is this primary key? Let's take an example that we have one table is there with the name student only, and under that student we have a column like ID, name, and marks. These are the three columns are there. So we have ID like 1 2 3, the name like, let's say the name is Chetan, Sagar, and Nikhil. These are the names are there. Chetan got around 70 marks, he got 80 marks, and Nikhil got 75 marks. Now what I want to do, like, let's take an example. I want to add one more record. What I want to do, I want to add one more record. So when I want to add one more record, I will keep the ID like 4 only. But don't you think that I can insert the ID like 3? I can insert, right? It is not right way, but there is a chances that we can have a duplicate ID. There is a chances, but this is not a good idea, because any person, whenever you are joining any company, you will get the employee ID, and employee ID is always unique, and it is compulsory that everyone will have a employee ID. So this field should not be not null. Not null means it should not be a blank kind of it. There should be something. There should be something means every person who is the part of organization, or every person who is a student, he will have student ID. Maybe his marks are not updated, there is a chances, but student ID should be unique. Unique means there can be two person with the same name, like there can be two person in the same class with the name Chetan, we can have it, but there should not be two person they will have a same to same ID. Like let's take example, roll number. In student table there will be column called roll number, like everyone will have some roll number, and that will be unique number, correct? So whenever you think that this particular column should not be duplicate, whenever you think that this particular column should not be duplicate, whenever you think that this particular column should not be duplicate, it should be unique, that time we can consider that column as a primary key. And this is possible at the time of create table itself, create table. So when you create a table, that time you can mention that ID as a primary key. What you can mention? ID as a primary key. And if I try to insert 3 again, I will get error message saying that unique constraint. I will get error message if I try to insert duplicate record na in that particular column. I can add Chetan again, not a problem, but 3 I cannot add it. I need to add 4 only here, or 5 6 anything, because there is a primary key on the ID. There is a primary key on the ID. So whenever you are creating a table, or whenever you are designing database, that time you need to understand that whether this column should be a primary key, and primary key means compulsory you need to add something in that column. Compulsory, it should not be duplicate, it should be unique, and that's all about the primary key. So I'll show you one example also. Let's take an example. I'm connecting to the SQL Plus. So we have a table called select star from student. Now the last record I can see here, it is 5 and the name is Chetu. Let me try to insert 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 into student. values. So I will add 5 again. Let me change the name, let's say Rahul, comma, I'll mention 40 marks. So 5 is the 5 is the id which is duplicate. Now I'm trying to insert. When I try to insert, the one row got created. It means I can see there are two people with the same id. This is wrong, right? This is absolutely wrong. How come the two person with have a same id? This is wrong. And why I'm able to add it? Because if you try to check the table structure, here nothing mentioned like primary key or something, because this id does not have a primary key. Now same table if I'm creating, like create table, I'll mention the name like stud id number 10. Here I'm going to mention primary key. So I'm saying that we have a column called id and it is a primary key. The name, can we mention the primary key to the name? No, right? Because name can be duplicate. There can be multiple people with my name also. So that is not required. Varchar 2, I'll mention 10 here or 20, and then marks, it's a number 10. I have created a table. If I try to check the table structure now, if I try to do DESC stud, I can see there is something mentioned over here and that is not null. Now if I try to insert a data, let's say I'm going to insert a data, insert into stud, first name is Chetan and he got 90 marks. I inserted first record. Okay, here values I have not mentioned. Values, and let me insert the first record. The first row record got inserted. Let me insert the second record, but I'm giving the same to same id, one only, but I'm changing the name. Not a problem. I'm changing the name. I'm giving him 50 marks. I'm trying to insert a duplicate record, guys, with the duplicate id. When I try to insert the record, I got the error message saying that unique constraint. I got the error message that unique constraint. And if I try to do select star from stud now, select star from stud, I can see only one record got inserted. So instead of adding one, if I do two and the rest of the other things, the record got inserted. The record got inserted. After the insert, I'm doing commit also to make these changes permanently. So what I understood that I cannot insert a duplicate record with the column id. Can I insert a duplicate name? Let's say I'm trying to insert into stud 3. The duplicate name I'm inserting Sagar, and here I'm giving him 60 marks. I can insert that. The duplicate name is possible, see here, but duplicate id is not possible. Why? Because this column is a primary key. This column is a primary key. Are you able to understand, guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Like for in the table, any column which has to be like unique characters, for that we can assign as primary key constraint, right?
Correct. Correct. Let's do one thing. Create a table with the primary key. Create a table with the primary key and try to insert a duplicate record. If you are getting the error message like unique constraint or something like that, it means you're good. Okay, you're good. Okay, is it clear, everyone? Create a table, and that table we need to have a primary key on some particular column. Create the student table only, that's fine.
Sir, is there any command to check like how many tables we have created in the database?
We can do that, but for that you should have DBA level privilege. I'll in Oracle DBA I'll show you that.
Okay, sir. Done, sir.
Yeah, done.
So what we understood about this, from where this noise? Okay, can you guys hear me? Why? Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes, yes,
Okay. Uh, Okay, now it's fine, I believe. Now it's fine.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we discussed about
Yes, sir.
the primary key. Okay, now uh, let's try to understand about the did we okay, so let's try to discuss about one more important concept, what we called it as a aggregate function. Aggregate functions. So in SQL there are multiple functions are there. Okay, among them some of the important functions are there, what we called it as a aggregate functions. Okay, okay, before we understand about the aggregate function, I want to tell you one more important concept that we will see, and then we will talk about the aggregate function. That concept we called it as a operator. Okay, operator. Now there are multiple operators are there, like we have less than, greater than, less than, equals to. Okay, then we have and, or, not, between. These are all different operators we have, and we need to use this operator on daily basis. Like let's say if I'm asking you, we have a student table, I want to know the name of the student who got more than 50 marks. I want the name of the student who got more than 50 marks. So what are you are going to do? Those people who got more than 50 marks, you need the name of that student, right? In that case, you can use this greater than operator. In that case, you can use greater than operator. Another question will be, I want the list of student who got less than 50 marks. Less than, so you can use this less than. Sometimes we are in situation, there is a difference between less than and less than equals to. What is the difference? What do you think? What is the difference between less than and less than equals to? In terms of
Less than is like,
Hmm?
okay, less than is like, for example, if you are setting 50, less than 50, that means 50 till 0, any number which we get is an output. But less than and
So
equals
below
to
50.
be less as well as matching, equals to,
Correct. As
equivalent.
well as matching. Correct. So that's the difference between less than and less than equals to. Now what I will do, just take an example, this students table, right? We have these students tables are there. Select star from students.
Unknown caller.
We have the student table is there. Okay, now what I want to do, I want the list of student who got more than 50 marks. So what will be my query? My query will be select star from student, because I want to see the all the records. So I'll mention to select star from student. But the condition is where, but the condition is where marks is greater than 50. So what are all people are there who got more than 50? We have
3
Chetan is
students.
there, Vishal is there, Ankita is there. And these are the 3 people. So we got the same record. We got 80, 90, 90. But the same query, if I use select star from student where marks greater than equals to 50. So what will happen? This 50 will be also included. Greater than means more than 50. Equals to means equals to 50 is also fine. Similar way we can use less than also. If I say select star from student where marks less than 50, those people who got less than 50, so he got 40. If I say less than equals to 50, so 50 marks person also will be included. So that's the way you can use greater than, that's the way you can use less than, greater than equals to and less than equals to. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Please do this and let me know once it is done.
Done, sir.
Done, sir. Okay. Now let's try to understand about AND operator. AND. So by looking to the name itself, we'll understand that AND means when you have a multiple condition needs to be satisfied, that time you say AND. Okay. So to make you understand, let's take an example of this, or select star from student. You can see this example. Okay. If I ask you what are all people who got the marks 90, so how many records will be showing? If I'm asking you how many people are there, or tell me the student name who got the marks as 90, how many people will come? Oh,
Two.
Chetan Vishal.
Chetan and Vishal.
Chetan and this Vishal. My second question will be, what are all people are there who got the marks as 90 and the name
Two
as
con-
Vishal.
Two conditions. Ankit also.
1. Vishal.
How many records will come now?
3 records.
3 records.
3.
3.
I said, let me repeat it.
Only 1 record, Vishal.
Let me repeat it one more time. Tell me the name. Okay. Tell me the ID of that person. Tell me the ID of that person who got marks as 90. And the name is Vishal. And the
3.
name is Vishal.
1 operator.
ID 3.
3 ID 3.
ID 3 will be the output. So how many conditions are there?
2
Two
conditions.
conditions.
So let me show you this output again here. So I'll mention like select star from student where
Right.
name equals to Vishal and what?
Marks is equal to 90.
So which record I got?
Vishal.
Vishal, ID 3.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
So this is the condition where we can use and. You know what is the problem with the and? Or not a problem. If both the conditions are true, if both the condition, let's say the condition number 1 and 2, then only it will be true. Okay. Let's take an example. If I say like this, select star from, this is my first condition and marks equals to 80. How many records will come now?
0 records.
0 records. No records.
I am not getting any record because even though this condition is satisfied, but the second condition is not satisfied. Do we have any Vishal who got marks equals to 80?
No.
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 So that time we will get false. False means no row
No
selected.
rows.
Even one condition get unsatisfied, you will not get the records. But instead of and, if I used or, marks equals to 80. Now tell me how many records you'll get.
1 record.
1
will be get.
record.
One
Vishal.
record of ID3.
One record.
One record.
No
Not
records.
2 records.
2 records.
2 records.
One
Sorry,
Vishal-
2 records, sir.
Yes. Vishal and Ankita.
Vishal and Ankit.
Ankita.
Ankita. Yes.
Let me show you why we got 2 record, because this condition got satisfied. What or is saying, even or is saying that if one condition also gets satisfied, na, he will show you that record. Name equals to Vishal, so he has shown you name equals to Vishal. Marks equals to 80, so that's the reason he has shown you Ankita record also. Correct, na? So our behavior, like if one of the condition get true, it will be true. Okay. And is saying that if one of the condition get false, which is mass equals to 80, which is false, it's not there. We don't have record in like with the 80, then it will be gone. Correct. So that is the way we can use and or and or. Okay, let's use that.
Unknown caller.
Okay, is it done, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Done, sir.
Okay, now let's try to understand about one more operator, which is very, very important. We call it as a not operator. What we call not operator, not. So when to use this not? Let's take an example. So this is my student table. When I see my students table, I want to see all the student, but not the student who got marks 40. I want to see all the students, but not the marks 40. You got my point? So how many students I will get?
4 students.
Four
Four
students.
students.
4
I'll
students.
get these 4 students. I will not get someone who got 40 marks. So if I want to use this condition, so that time I can say select star from student where not marks equals to 40, where not, where after the where you need to use not, but what not? Marks equals to 40. We have already used this condition. If you are not using not, and if you say where marks equals to 40, how many records you'll get now?
1.
Only one.
One record.
One record.
One record.
But after the where, if you use not, so that condition, okay, will get changed, completely reverse, correct na? If you use not, just use not, and it will be completely reverse. You got my point, everyone? Is it clear? It's pretty much simple.
Yes.
So that is the way you can use not. Let's take an example. I have a country table and I have a data from different countries. Like we have a data from India, China, Pakistan, Sri Lanka. And let's take an example that I don't want to select a data from Pakistan. So what I will do? I will use where not country equals to that country name. Is it clear, everyone? That's the way we can do that. Okay, let's see that. Please do that and let me know once it is done.
Sir, if we want not to see the more than 2 marks of the people, like we can add the and also, right?
You can do
40
that.
and
You can do
50.
that.
Yeah.
You can use along with the where, you can use everything. Whatever we have discussed till now, you can do everything. Okay. You can use and or not, whatever you want to do, you can do that. Okay. Okay. So did we discuss about the like operator? Like, did we discuss that? Like,
No,
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 right?
sir.
Okay. See, when I checked my student table, I have records are there, right? We have. So what I want to do, I want to know the people who contained the Chet in their name. Like if you see here, this is the Chet I'm talking. I want the list of student whose name contain the Chet. So how many people will come? Two people. The Chetan will come and Chetu will come. Correct? So basically whenever you want to search some particular pattern inside the record, whenever you want to search particular pattern inside the record, that time you can use like operator. Which operator you can use? Like operator. Let's take an example. I have one table is there. In that table there are two records are there. We have India and we have something like Indonesia. So and then we have this Sri Lanka and other countries are there. Okay, let's say USA, something like that. But if I'm saying that, okay, can you please tell me, okay, if I'm asking you, can you please tell me the list of country which contain IND, so IND is the pattern which I'm searching it over here. So we have India and we have Indonesia. Do we have IND inside the Sri Lanka or USA? No, right? So this record will not come. So whenever you want to search some particular pattern, that time you can use like operator. Here one more thing you need to use, like I'm going to mention like IND, and after that I'm going to use percentage. Now what is this percentage? This percentage is saying that after the IND, if there is anything, I am okay with that. But IND should be there. The starting should be IND. If I use percentage here, then I'm going to say
where name equal where
the name should contain IND regardless. Starting will be anything. Let's say we have ABCD here, not a problem. Let's say we have ABCD and in the middle we have IND.
from student.
But still it will take. So percentage play an important role where you are using the percentage. If I'm using the percentage in the last, the starting should be IND only. The starting should be IND. This percentage means any word, not a problem. If I use percentage at the beginning,
Last
it means starting should be anything, ending should be anything, but in the middle there should be IND. So I can use percentage double time also, not a problem. Double in the beginning, in the last, I can use that. So 2% also I can use. So if I want to show you this example, I'll use the command like select star from students where name like. So I can mention like percentage Chet and then I'll mention percentage. So beginning I'm okay with anything, ending I'm okay with anything, but Chet should be there. And then I'll say, so I got the two records. Anyway, my beginning is with the Chet only. I know that by looking to the records. So I don't need to mention percentage in the beginning also. I can say here also. This will also work. Are you able to understand, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
It's already done in the previous class. Where it is done? Is it done already?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
sir.
Previous
yes, sir, it is done.
You people only said me no.
It was done in the second class.
Second class. Oh, that's okay. But you understood, na? Those people.
Like this is something else.
Yes, sir.
Oh. Let's try to understand about the between also. So if I say that I want the list of people who got the marks in between 50 to 90. So how many people will come? 50 to 90.
4.
So it will say like select star from student where marks between 50 and 90. So we will get 50 also, we will get 90 also. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Let's
Yes.
try to do that, and let's do that.
Sir, in the like command, instead of we giving the name, can we give the number, like the marks?
Hello.
Okay, so yeah, someone was
Hello.
saying something.
Hello. Yeah. Hello.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So my question would be, if I were looking for someone and by their last name, and well, I want to know, like, okay, the person name is Cooper, but the last name is C. Can I still use double percentage to find or just 1%?
Ayo, 2 minute. Ayo, 1 minute, guys. Ayo, nahi, 2 minute, 2 minute. Ayo, Roshni. Davis, I'll do one thing. I'll call you after this meeting. Okay, we'll discuss what's the issue. Okay, so let's do one thing, guys. We'll connect tomorrow, and we'll continue this class. Okay.
Sir, just a minute, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you just give us a brief idea about the data types as well? Because while creating certain tables which you have given in the assignment, we are getting confused between the data types to be used, sir. Especially in the table called as account, you have used balance like dollar, and it is also a decimal. So is it just we have to give it as varchar and give the given data, or something else? Because people are using aliases to, denote the dollar sign and to change the date. We are not aware
So
of
date
those.
is fine. Like a date we need to see. Okay, date is a separate data type only. That I
Okay.
will discuss in the class. See, whenever you have a special character is there, that time simply use the varchar only. Simply.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
Again,
sir.
remember one thing, that normally in database we don't use the dollar normally inside the
Okay.
date. Like let's take an example. If you see my website, so if you see over here, you can see $499 is there, right? But
Yes, yes.
inside the database only 499 is there, only 499.
Okay, that
But you
is given by
yes,
HTML. Okay.
yeah. So inside the database 499 is there, dollar is just a HTML. You got my point?
Okay. Yes, sir.
So whenever you see like dollar is there, you consider that it is a number only. But to show you as a output, you need to use varchar only. You got my point?
Varchar. Okay. Yes, sir. And about the date, you will be teaching us, right? About the
Date
date
is
data type.
like date. Okay, just giving a heads up. Anyway, I'm going to tell you that.
Okay.
So date. Let's take an example. We have some date is there. Just take an example. Like, let me show you Oracle default date format. So the Oracle default date format is ddmonYy. Okay.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
the default format. So what does it means? Whenever you are going to insert a date, let's say you are creating a table. Let's take an example, like you are creating student table, and in that student table you have ID, name, salary, not salary, marks, and date of joining is there. Okay. So the data type of this date of joining will be your date as a data type. Date as a data type. There is a data type is also there. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So whenever you are going to insert a data under this column, the default way of inserting a data is like in this format. What is the format? ddmonYy.
Date, month, and year.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it will be like 16 Jan, let's say it's a YY, right? So it will be 22, something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
But let's say while selecting, you don't want to see the format in this way. You want to see the format like 1601 2022. In this way you want to select the data while you are selecting. But inside a database you have a data in this format. You got my point?
Yes, sir.
But when you want to select, you can select a same date in this format also. This format you can do that. How it is possible? Anyone know how it is possible?
Yes.
What is that? What you need to use?
ddmn and 4YY.
Yeah, but how it is possible? Do we need to use any special function to show the data in this way?
Yes.
Date.
_, date.
Yes, sir. Alter session set. Alter session set is.
Alter session is not required. How to do that? _.
Convert.
_date.
Try to use this.
_date.
Okay.
So while entering, we need to enter in the Oracle format itself. If you want in another format, you are asking us to use this.
You can do that.
Command. Okay.
You can do that. Okay. If you want to see any example, just do some research in the Google, okay, and try to
Okay.
use that. Anyway, I'll show you one more example, one more keyword I will give you. Try to understand about the to_char also.
Okay.
Okay, these two
Fine.
underscore date and to_char. But overall understanding is clear, right? What I'm trying to say, this part.
Yeah, we got it, sir. But I would like to request you, like, give us an idea about the data types as well, because while creating data table, there's a lot of fuss regarding data type. And once we are clear about the data type, then automatically our tables will be created very smoothly, and insertion also will be quite good, because each and every student is taking some other techniques, and they were trying to create that balance insertion with some other aliases and all, which we are not aware of. So if you give us a little idea about data types as well, it will be beneficial, sir.
Okay, we'll do that. Okay.
Fine, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, guys, then fine. Let's